So far so good. Having a pretty easy Sunday. See, there are upsides and downsides to being in the truck for the weekends. I'm typically in the truck now, let's say Sunday and Mondays, and then Tuesday through Fridays I'm back at my station. The uh, the problem I have with being in the truck is not being in the truck. I'm not even so worried about getting my way around anymore because as I was on the freeway today, I kind of found myself kind of getting used to the routes. Like I kind of know which way I'm supposed to be going. The problem is when it's time for me to be in the truck, I have to leave almost 2 hours early just to make it down the metro to pick up the truck. Then there's paperwork that has to be done, and I get that. I've got to go to Metro to sign in. That makes sense. But it's just going down there. It's always such a hassle. I got to get on two trains. I'm on the train for like an hour. Then when I get off the train, it's like a mile walk down to Metro. And it's just a bummer. Now, I guess it kind of makes up for the fact that I won't be on my feet much today. But I've actually I rented a car for the weekend. So I actually just drove today, which made it much, much easier. And I'll have the car all day tomorrow. It's due to go back on Tuesday. But see, but therein lies, you know, like it'll be okay this week, but next week it's gonna be right back to all right. Gotta hop on trains, go all the way down there. It's a bit of a bummer, but I'm getting used to it. I am. I'm really. I'm accustomed to sitting in the truck. I'm much more comfortable in a company vehicle than I used to be, and I think that's another reason I wanted to have a car this weekend. Was I need to get used to being on the road. You see, all my driving experience comes from Michigan. Like I don't drive in California. I mean, I've driven Asia's mother's car once or twice, and until now it's like I rent cars. Now I'm in a company vehicle and I'm learning my way around, and it's just everything is so brand new to me. Mm. Shamrock shake, good deal. It's like, hey, oh, sorry, St. Patrick's Day passed already, so I'm lucky I got in when I could. Um, so now my job is I'm just sitting in the parking lot watching cars, and literally they pay me more to just sit out here and watch cars than I would say be walking up and down the station. So hey, we're gonna let you sit down and eat chicken McNuggets. Just watch the cars. It's just my presence enough is deterrence for people to not want to break in cars. They kind of glance around, they see a security guard, they're like, all right, we'll leave this alone. It's not worth it. We don't want the trouble. And they pay me. Isn't that nice? On another note, before I get out of here, I was sitting with Asia today, and I was getting ready to head out to work because I slept much longer than I wanted to. So I sat down with Asia, and I'm getting ready, and she's telling me that her mom wants to start a book club, and it made me feel bad. Not the book club part. I guess she talked to her mom, and she's like, "Well, honey, I know you're not really a Christian anymore, and I know you have your own values, but I really like to start a book club." And I guess that the book that they want to read is like a Christian-based book. And that made me feel bad. Like, when I was a religious person, I considered myself Baptist. Through most of my 30s, I considered myself a free-thinking Baptist. Now, I don't even think there's a word for what I am. I just believe what I believe. I know I can see a flaw from a mile away. I don't just take things at face value. I look for demonstrable proof for things. It's like if you want me to dedicate my life to something, I need to know how it works. You know, I don't. There's not even a word for us anymore. So I feel badly because when I met Asia, I was pretty much free thinking Baptist, and Asia was full on Christian. And now we've evolved into this, whatever we are. and I don't want her mom to feel like I took her away from Christianity, like I just snuck in like a thief in the night and just brainwashed a Christian and convinced her to do some evil heathen shit. And that's not the case at all. Asia and I really came to this way of thinking together. Like, there were times before we got married, we would get together and we would have Bible studies, and we would pray, and it was a big deal for us. Like, but as time went on, we started kind of seeing things for what they were, and it's like, wait a minute, that don't make sense. And if that doesn't make sense, then what else doesn't make sense? Sorry, I got distracted by the radio. So her mom texts me for my birthday and says she owes me lunch. So what I would like to do is I'm gonna take her up on that lunch, and that'll be the day I sit down with her and we talk. I just want to go over everything with her. Like, I don't want to rock the boat because our relationship is so good right now. Like, I love that I can laugh and joke with her mom, and like some of our jokes are even borderline inappropriate. But I love that we have a relationship like that, and I don't want to push it, but at the same time, I don't want the relationship. Wow, excuse me. I don't want our relationship to be good simply because I'm pretending to be somebody I'm not, or I'm biting my tongue for the sake of keeping the relationship strong. I should be able to be who I am all the time, and that be enough. So, with that in mind, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have a talk with her. Maybe over lunch, maybe over dinner. It'll be a nice date. And just kind of clear the air, because even I, thinking back at it now, from anybody else's perspective, it'd be really easy to say Patrick swept in with his evil heathen ways and stole a Christian from God's army or something like that. So I'll have a talk with her, see where it goes. But hey, I should get back to watching these cars because, they aren't going to watch themselves.